24 minutes ago. What really happened behind Jimin's shocking confession that made Jungkook happy? All eyes were on these two BTS members after Jimin suddenly made a confession that shook fans and social media. What did Jimin say? And why is Jungkook's reaction so different from what we imagined? Don't miss it. Discover the surprising details behind this moment that make everyone wonder. If you want to know more, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest news. Exactly 24 minutes ago, the atmosphere in BTS's rehearsal room was filled with tension that had never been felt before. Jimin, who is known for being attentive and often the center of attention with his sweet smile, suddenly made a confession that almost left everyone speechless. Jungkook's reaction, on the other hand, was unexpected. From the outside, we only see two best friends, but behind that, there's more going on. Jimin started the conversation with a more serious voice than usual. "I have something to say," he said, his eyes slightly glazed over. All the BTS members present in the room immediately fell silent. They knew that Jimin was not someone who often expressed feelings in such an atmosphere. He rarely talks about very personal things, but this time, everything was different. Jimin's statement surprised many. She reveals feelings that have been hidden, feelings that may never have been shared with anyone, not even Jungkook. Over the past few months, something has been bothering him. Something so big, but he felt unprepared to talk about it, even with his closest friends. However, what surprised him was Jungkook's reaction. Normally, Jungkook is a figure who can always read the situation quickly, but this time, Jungkook's reaction was very different. He smiled broadly, his eyes lit up, and seemed to know exactly what was going on. Smile happily in a way that is rarely seen. "Finally," he said in a relieved tone, "I knew this was coming." What exactly made Jungkook so happy about the confession? Why was the reaction so unexpected? Is there a secret that has been hidden between the two of them? Something that only the two of them understand? Jimin explained that he felt like it was time to express his feelings. He admitted that he felt trapped in many things, including with himself. But one thing changed the way he looked, something he had long ignored, but which was now very important to him. But what did Jimin really say? This made fans wonder, and speculation sprang up. Did Jimin state anything about a personal relationship with one of the other BTS members? Or did he express his desire to take a big step in his solo career? Is there something deeper than just appear behind those words? Jungkook's reaction after the confession cannot be taken for granted. Jungkook, who has been known for his calm character, suddenly turns into someone who shows very deep emotions. Fans were moved to see how she supported her best friend with a sincere smile. Does this indicate that they have a bond that is more than just friends? Jimin's decision to express his feelings is not only about him, but also about the deeper relationship that exists between him and Jungkook. As you can see, Jimin and Jungkook have something very special, more than just a bond of friendship. Maybe this is why Jungkook feels happy. There is a feeling of relief, as if the burden that has been held for a long time can finally be removed. That Jimin's confession not only made Jungkook happy, but also made fans around the world start to question their relationship. Since then, a lot of speculation has sprung up, and every comment from the two of them on social media is filled with questions and comments from curious fans. As time went on, BTS fans began to see that there was something deeper between Jimin and Jungkook. Some more sensitive fans observed how the two supported each other on every occasion. Does this mean that there is more hidden behind their closeness? Some fans even began to wonder if this was the beginning of major changes in their personal lives. From the outside, we see them as just two friends who support each other. But what happens behind the scenes? Is there a secret that only the two of you know? The shock that arose from Jimin's confession and Jungkook's reaction was the beginning of a story that would continue to evolve. Fans are now wondering what will happen next. Are there more confessions to come? Or is this just the tip of an even bigger iceberg? Along with the positive reaction from Jungkook, BTS fans feel increasingly curious about their closeness. Some of the more romantic fans are even starting to wish there were more moments like this between Jimin and Jungkook in the future. But, of course, this is just the beginning of a longer journey. Will we soon find out more about Jimin and Jungkook's relationship? What actually happened 24 minutes ago may just be the beginning of many surprises to come. However, is this just Jimin's seemingly ordinary personal confession, or is there something more hidden behind his words? Many began to question whether what he revealed had a much deeper meaning than we thought. Is this an acknowledgement of the feelings he has been holding tight, not only for himself, but also for Jungkook? Or is there something bigger, more controversial going on behind the scenes? Because, after that statement, BTS's world seems to have changed in an instant. As soon as Jimin made his confession, fans immediately launched various speculations about the direction of the two's relationship. Many consider that this is a signal that their relationship has already crossed the boundaries of common friends. Some even began to question, are Jimin and Jungkook living a relationship that is more than just friends? Is this a veiled recognition of their true relationship, which has been hidden from the public eye? Jimin's statement that is so profound has caused so many pros and cons. On the one hand, many consider this a positive step towards honesty and transparency in their relationship. However, many feel that this is a risky move, which could change the public's view of BTS and the relationship between its members. Can Jimin and Jungkook deal with the consequences of this confession, especially when the K-pop world is so open and often unforgiving? Even more controversially, the big question arises of how the fans will respond to this change. Are they ready to accept a change in the relationship dynamics of the BTS members? Is this a sign that big changes are taking place inside BTS, both in terms of their personal relationships and in the way they interact with fans? In a world so full of loyal fans, but so critical, a move like this would certainly have a huge impact. Can Jimin and Jungkook survive the tide of change that is likely to come after the confession? Or will they become victims of an inevitable formation of public opinion? However, the most surprising of these was Jungkook's reaction. As if unaffected by any complications that may arise, Jungkook shows a very real and unstoppable happiness. A smile that was wider than usual, eyes that sparkled full of relief. How could he look so happy? Even when the whole world was shocked by what Jimin had just revealed, Jungkook's reaction raises more questions. Does he know something we don't? Was he really surprised by the confession, or had he actually known about Jimin's feelings for a long time? Some speculation is circulating that, just maybe, this isn't new to Jungkook, that the two of them may have long had a deeper understanding of each other, which is only now being revealed to the outside world. But if that's true, why did Jungkook only reveal his happiness after the confession? Is it possible that Jungkook's happiness actually comes from a long-held expectation? And does this mean that he knows about a greater secret behind their relationship? A secret that is not yet ready to be revealed to the public? Or perhaps this is part of a larger plan, involving their personal strategies that have yet to be fully revealed? Meanwhile, many feel that there are hidden layers in BTS's personal life that have not been fully revealed to the public. Fans who follow BTS's journey certainly know that each member has a personal side that is rarely seen. However, Jimin's confession today seemed to open a little of the curtain that had been covering the relationship between its members. Jimin, who is usually more secretive about personal matters, has now made a confession that seems to challenge the norms that have bound them. This raises a controversial question. Are fans really ready to see BTS in a more human, more emotional, and more complicated light than they thought? Because, if we talk about the bond between BTS members, no one can ignore how their closeness to each other goes beyond what we usually see in a regular boy band. Does this mean that we are entering a new phase in BTS's career, where they are no longer just known as a music group, but as individuals with an increasingly open and exposed personal life? If so, how will fans respond to these changes? Will they accept and support every step taken by Jimin and Jungkook? Or will there be a part of them that feels disappointed by such an open disclosure? Why are Jimin and Jungkook in the spotlight? What we see today is not just about two people expressing feelings for each other. It is about how two individuals, who have long been symbols of friendship and togetherness, now have to deal with the fact that the outside world has a different view of them. It's also about how changes in group dynamics could affect the entire K-pop industry. With this recognition, Jimin and Jungkook have created a new phenomenon that will continue to be talked about for a long time. And in the end, we will all wait, with a pounding heart, to see how things go next. Is this the beginning of a new chapter in their relationship? Is this just the first step of something bigger to come? Or is it just a brief moment that will soon be forgotten after this storm subsides? Of course, one thing is for sure, the K-pop world and all BTS fans will continue to watch their every move. Because after what happened 24 minutes ago, everything may never be the same again. However, there are larger and darker ones that cannot be ignored. Jimin's confession may only seem like a spontaneous statement at the beginning, but if we observe more closely, many things feel awkward and raise doubts. Is Jimin really expressing deep feelings? Or is it part of a larger strategy, a calculated move amid tensions that may have existed long before? The K-pop world, especially BTS fans, is known for its loyalty and keen observation. Every BTS member's actions and words are always a hot topic to talk about, but this time something feels different. Is this just an ordinary statement made by an idol, or is it a signal that their relationship is getting more complicated and full of drama? As if to confirm these doubts, Jungkook's reaction, which looked so happy and full of big smiles, actually triggered anxiety among fans. Doesn't this seem too perfect to be true? Why does Jungkook, who has always been known as a more closed figure, seem so free and open in expressing his feelings of joy? Not only about Jimin's confession alone, but also about how the public will interpret the reaction. Isn't Jungkook's happiness a little too obvious, like there's something he's been holding on to for a long time that he can finally express without fear? The fans began to wonder, are they just showing this happiness because they feel really happy? Or is there a hidden agenda behind all this? If there is one thing that is certain in the world of entertainment, it is that every action of idols is never completely free from certain calculations and goals. It is possible that they are preparing fans for a big change to come. But is the change related to their relationship, or is there something bigger at play behind the scenes? Going further, we also have to question, is the world ready to watch BTS open up about their previously untouched personal side? BTS has long been known as a group that has a very private life, although they often show their human side in interactions with fans. Now, with Jimin's shocking confession, are we entering a new chapter in their journey? A chapter full of emotional challenges, where they have to face the fact that they can no longer hide what is in their hearts. If we look deeper, there is a greater tension behind this action. A confession like this not only affects their personal relationship with each other, but also their relationship with the rest of the outside world. Are Jimin and Jungkook ready to face the consequences of what they reveal, be it in the form of harsh criticism or even losing some of their fans who may feel disappointed by the disclosure of their personal side that has been hidden during this time? BTS fans are known as a very supportive community. However, will they still accept Jimin and Jungkook's increasingly open decision about their relationship? Isn't there a chance that they will be faced with rejection from some fans who are more conservative or more eager to see them stay within the confines of professionalism? BTS, every move has always been a big debate among fans and industry observers, and this will certainly be one of the biggest debates in their history. Now, we must ask ourselves, do we really see pure friendship, or is there more to it? Fans often admire the closeness between Jimin and Jungkook, but over time, it cannot be denied that there is a lot of intimacy and emotional connection that seems to go beyond the boundaries of ordinary friendship. Many began to speculate whether there was more going on behind this relationship, which had been hidden for so long. Is this a sign that their relationship is more than just a professional friendship? Perhaps, the changes we see in their attitudes and reactions are not just about recognition per se, but also about how they begin to see themselves as larger individuals than mere members of a group. In a way, this could be a step towards greater self-confidence. On the other hand, this could mean that they are taking a huge risk and letting the world see another side of them that has been hidden. Of course, there are also big questions that arise regarding the impact of this confession on their relationship with the other BTS members. Will this create tension within the group, or will it further tighten their bond? No one can predict how this major change will affect the dynamics of an already formed group so strongly. For sure, no matter what happens, BTS fans will continue to monitor and assess their every step curiously. There is no denying that we are on the verge of a major change in the BTS world. Jimin's confession has opened the door to a larger discussion regarding their relationship, their personal lives, and how it will all impact their careers in the future. The question now is, are we ready to see BTS change? Are we ready to accept the fact that they may never be the same again after this? And are we ready to witness how they face the new challenges that will come after this recognition? As is always the case in the entertainment world, change will always come. And with the changes, there will be controversy, surprise,